Thank you all for coming. We'll now call the July 5th, 2016 meeting of the Limestone County Commission to order. Right off the bat, I want to get with Robert Littleton. Robert, you want to give us an update? I was in there, Steve. Were you Friday, Steve? Commissioner Turner and I was in there Friday. It looks like it's really coming together quickly.
Yes, sir.
The courthouse, that is.
Yes, sir. I can tell you I walked through there this morning and kind of give you an up-to-date kind of where we are today. And what I like to do is start on the third floor and kind of work my way down. Third floor, we have the finished ceiling grid and majority of finished ceiling tiles in place now. So when you walk through the spaces, you can really start to see how the spaces.
Yeah, they were putting the lights in the.
Right, the lights are going in, and the finished devices, the fire alarm devices and connections there are in progress. Probably the most advanced on the third floor, working their way down. The wainscoting is installed in the hallways, and the painting has been installed in the majority of the surfaces on that third floor. So you can see the finish. Finished tiles are installed in the restrooms, and this week we'll be getting the partitions and the toilet devices along with the motion devices for the toilets. On the second floor, we have, again, the finished ceiling grid. The grid system itself is in place, and again, the majority of the ceiling tiles are in place with some of the lights installed, so the installation of the lights and the devices are being installed on that floor. We have a good bit of painting and finishing that has taken place on the second floor as well, except for the floor surface itself is where people are still moving back and forth for construction. So once the heavy construction is complete, they'll come back in and finish that as well. On the first floor, we have the majority of the finished ceilings in place, so you can, again, on the third, second, and first floor, begin to get a sense of how the spaces are going to feel both vertically and horizontally, the overall space. The majority of the tiles are not installed on the lower level because that's where the bulk of the electrical work is occurring now with the light installation and the devices. On the site work, they poured some concrete outside the exit entry area this morning around the mechanical pad, so that area of the site is actually being cleaned up this week. So the majority of the work will be lighting, plumbing, and site work this week, and probably moving into the next meeting.
We did. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Dr. Sith, do you want to speak first before we do the presentation to the kids?
Gentlemen of the Commission, thank you for having us, and again, thank you for recognizing our young people. I just want to kind of give the Commission an update of where we are on the various projects in the school system. First off, we are planning tentatively to have our ribbon cutting for July the 19th at 6 p.m. for the new addition at the Career Tech Center. We would hope that each of you could come. We've set it at 6 p.m. so many of our families that get off from work can come and participate as well. Our Career Tech Center expansion came in about 3 weeks late, but it did come in under budget, so we're happy about that. We're currently setting the truss system at Creekside on the expansion. We expect those roofs to be dried in probably within the next 30 days. At Sugar Creek Elementary in the West Limestone Lester community, the slab is in the ground, but we're starting to come up out. At Tanner and East, we're replumbing both of those schools. The floors have been poured last week. Pretty soon we'll start setting the tile. The ceiling grid system is about a third of the way in at East and about a quarter of the way in at Tanner. Both of those projects are still on time and on budget. We will begin work shortly on a West Limestone shelter renovation. That will include a comprehensive redoing of the roof. It'll refurbish the inside of the shelter so that it's more aesthetically pleasing and more likely to be used. We'll also are in the final designing stages for the old gym at West Limestone, and we will renovate it in the same nature as we did at Clements, Tanner, and Elkmont. We are in the final stages of planning for the Elkmont football field renovation. There are 3 different schools of thought. I don't know which one's going to prevail at this point, but we are working through it. We plan to have everything in position so that at the end of this football season, we will begin whatever that process is going to look like. In terms of additional schools, we have applied to the state of Alabama and received consent. We will subdivide Creekside into 2 facilities, Creekside Primary, which will be kindergarten, 1st and 2nd grade, It'll have its own principal, its own librarian, its own program. We will share the cafeteria resources. We are expanding the cafeteria to accommodate growth. They will share the library. They'll have their own gymnasium. That school will be about 50,000 square feet. So we'll have Creekside Primary and Creekside Elementary on a shared campus. We think sometime in October we'll start advertising for a new principal with the idea of having somebody in place by December or January because we think we can move into that new facility mid-year. Tanner Elementary and Elkmont Elementary will break off from the K-12 configuration that we currently have. We will have those in place this time next year. So we are in the design processes there of looking at what kind of administrative services or office spaces that we're going to need. Once we've determined that, then we will go to our architects in the area to design that and move forward. So as far as projects, we have renovated or added 1 million square feet of instructional space in the last 4 years, which makes us the most active school system in the state right now in terms of restructuring and organization. Can I answer any questions that the commission may have about our projects in the school system?
I've got one.
Yes, sir.
The portables at Creekside, I know you moved them to the south just a bit, but there was some talk at the time if there was any need from anybody that may be possible that we could get some of them.
Yes. Okay, sure. Good question. What we've done so far is one of those portables, at the Creekside project, we ran a pipeline out with a manhole cover to the soccer fields, and one of those will be placed out there for a concession stand and converted. The other will be used for bathroom facilities. At Clements, another portable is going to be taken down to the softball field, and again, it's a bathroom portable, so we're going to bring that down and set that up again. So to make a long story short, we're going to reuse as many of those as we can. There will be some available, and we can certainly talk to the commission. I know a couple of you have expressed interest in having one at your shops, and we're certainly happy to do that with our partnership with the commission.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Is there any more public comments?
No, sir.
The 2016 Limestone County Career Technical Center Lost Rockets Underwater Robotics Team. Caitlin Abernathy. Where's Caitlin?
She's at work.
From West Limestone. Blake Bennett, West Limestone. Blake. Coleman Cook, Elkmont. Lauren Simpson, Elkmont. Tristan J., East Limestone. Lance Perry from Ardmore. Rachel Long, Ardmore. Tyler Presnell, Ardmore. Jordan Kearns, Ardmore. Mac Van Wagenen from Clements. David Sanchez, Tanner.
You got, did we miss one's name?
Did we miss one? Okay. Coaches Casey Wigington and Monica McConnell. This group finished first place at the 2016 MATE North Gulf Coast Regional in Dauphin Island. And then they went on to the international meet and finished 27th in a global competition in the 2016 International ROV competition in Houston, Texas. Throughout both competitions, you exhibited hard work, strength, and perseverance. Throughout history, these qualities have defined the citizens of Limestone County. Do you have a certificate?
Right there.
Right here,
Monica's
right
got
here. Y'all come here. I want to get my picture took with all you guys. Yeah, they each received.
You just want one to do a picture, you want?
They want who? Come here. You the coach?
Casey's head coach.
Let's get situated. There we go. Michelle, where do you want?
Right there.
Where you are hereby recognized on behalf of the Limestone County Commission for your exceptional contribution to Limestone County schools. Congratulations.
take it to me.
What exactly did y'all's robot, what did it do?
It did a lot of things. The ROV had to fit within a certain size limitation, so it was about 48 centimeters in a circle. So, but what we had to do is we had to manipulate like PVC bolts and assemble objects underwater. You'd have to turn over like cubes that had text on them. You had to identify what the cubes were and then put them in a basket. You also had to take pressure and temperature readings inside of the water and display those to judges. And not only that, but we had to sell our product to the judges.
Marketing.
Yes.
This year it was based on the BP oil spill. So
Ah.
that's where they get the bolts and stuff. It's all about closing that oil cap so that you can't keep leaking oil.
I probably could have been on that team. My dad thought I needed to take underwater basket weaving when I was in college. So I probably could have done good on that.
Well, y'all did fantastic. Congratulations. Now, are any of y'all seniors? Have you graduated, or are you all? You graduated? You graduated? So the rest of you guys will be back next year for another run at the. Well, fantastic. Good luck. It doesn't surprise me because I went out there last year and it might have been you. Y'all put that thing on your head, that audio visual deal where you sat down and you could see it, the camera wherever it went, everywhere it controlled it. That's awesome. Good job, well done. Well, if there's no other, Pamela, would you call roll?
Commissioner Hill,
Here.
Commissioner Turner,
Here.
Commissioner Black,
Here.
Commissioner Harrison.
Here. All are present. Commissioner Black, if you'll lead us in our pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, sir. All righty. Get to it. This time I'll ask for a motion to approve the minutes from June 14th and 20th, 2016. Do I hear such motion?
Make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve the claims in the amount of $1,742,001.96 as presented to the commission. Do I hear such motion?
So moved.
I have a motion by Mr. Turner. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. There are no resolutions and orders to come before the commission. Under contracts, agreements, and grants, I'll ask for a motion to approve road maintenance agreement with the city of Decatur for Airport Road. Do I hear such motion?
I make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harrison. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison, Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. There are no budget revisions, no emergency purchase, or no board appointments to come before the commission. This time, we'll move to awarding of the bids. Can we do both of these awards in one motion? Or
Yes,
done-
sir, you can.
Okay. I'll ask for a motion to award to Printers and Stations Incorporated for receipt books for the Sheriff's Department, amount of $180, and the W.H. Thomas Oil for gasoline and diesel at the amount of 20 cents gallon, margin over rack, 20 cents a gallon. Do I hear a motion to award such bids?
So moved.
I have a motion by Mr. Hill. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harrison. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Under personnel actions, I'll ask for a motion to approve family medical leave for Zeb Robertson beginning June 29th, 2016 until July 17th, 2016. Do I hear such a motion?
Make the motion.
Have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to promote Ellen Hayes to Accounts Payable / Purchasing Clerk at the County Commission. Do I hear I have a motion by Mr. Hill. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Motion carries unanimously. Next item, I'll ask for a motion to promote Ramona Robinson to a purchasing accounting clerk at the county commission. Do I hear such motion?
I make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Motion carries unanimously. I'd like for the minutes to reflect that Ms. Robinson's a longtime employee, loyal employee of the Limestone County Sheriff's Department, and the sheriff's here today. I did not make the motion to steal her. I did not second it, and I did not vote. So, but we welcome Ramona, and I know Sheriff is going to miss her. She's a good one. So, moving on, next item, I'll ask for a motion to hire Madison Cernut as Programs Coordinator at the Council on Aging. Do I hear such motion?
So moved.
Have a motion by Mr. Hill. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Motion carries unanimously. Commissioner Turner suggested, and Commissioner Hill, can we do the next two in one motion since they're in the same department, or need to do them separately?
You can take them together.
Okay. I'll ask for a motion to promote Ben Pepper to mechanic in the engineering department and promote Joe Mears to equipment operator 3 in the engineering department. Do I hear such motion?
I make a motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Turner. Do I hear a second?
I second.
Second by Mr. Harrison. Any discussion?
Yeah, both of these guys have proven to be great employees, and I know they're making a difference in the engineering department. Joe actually worked for me prior to going up there, and probably should have been a 3 then, and I'm glad to see that he's getting moved up now, and I understand Ben is a really good mechanic, so it's probably the right move to make.
He definitely is.
If there's no further discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Our next item, I'll ask for a motion to approve the merit increases that you have before you and that are available if you would like to see them from Pam. Do I have a motion to grant such merit increases as been presented in your handout?
Make the motion.
I have the motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Now's that time we all look forward to every 2 weeks. The engineers report, Mr. Moss.
Yes, sir, Mr. Chairman, have 3 things for you this morning. The first one, I'd like to ask you to approve the changing of the name of Sandlin Street to Doc Sandlin Road in District 3.
All righty. I'll ask for a motion to change the name of Sandlin Street to Doc Sandlin Road in District 3. Do I hear such motion?
I'll make the motion.
A motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black?
Aye.
Commissioner Turner?
Aye.
Commissioner Hill?
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison?
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Second thing, Mr. Chairman, I have for you this morning, ask approval to contract with Morrell Engineering to prepare new subdivision regulations for the county. You have the cost there in front of you. This will allow us to go ahead and address these things more quickly than we would be able to otherwise.
I'll ask for a motion to approve Morrell Engineering to prepare new subdivision regulations for Limestone County in the amount of $34,231.52. Do I hear such motion?
I make a motion.
A motion by Mr. Turner, do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hill. Discussion?
Is this is budgeted, or is it going to be in the next year's budget?
It's not budgeted, and we were planning to proceed after this vote,
Okay.
if it's approved, that is,
Where's it coming from? The funds?
from somebody's money.
Okay.
It's not coming from engineering's money. We don't have that.
Okay. I got it. Go ahead.
If there's no more discussion, we'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Turner,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously.
Last thing I have for you this morning, Mr. Chairman, is to request that you approve a 20-ton weight limit on Persimmon Tree Road in District 2. This will be except for local
District
deliveries.
4.
District 4, I'm sorry. I have done that several times. I apologize. That is in District 4.
No.
Mr. Harrison may want to.
Two's right over here, like in East Limestone.
Yeah,
and Four's
I
like
know.
West
I know.
Limestone.
It is what it
Well, I
is.
thought maybe you got confused. Yeah, I do to help you out, man.
I know. I appreciate it. Can't imagine.
I know I'll pay for that too.
Mr.
so.
Harrison may want to comment more about this. The road's having some issues, and they're attempting to address those right now, and this will help in doing that.
We've got a number of base failures on Persimmon Tree Road, and we went out there and started cutting the road and grinding in Portland cement and adding some block material to it, and we're going to go back and seal it after we get done. It'll probably take, it's a long and tedious process, probably take the whole summer. We're kind of use it as fill-in work, but hopefully by the end of the summer we'll be able to resurface that road. But in doing that, it was quite obvious that all the base failures on the right-hand lane going northwest, and when we were out there, it was like a railroad of feed trucks going in on that road, and that's really the reason we've had the base failures on that road. They, when that road was widened back when it was plant mixed back in the 90s, sometime in the 90s, they took a grater blade and just scraped, they widened the road and they took a grater blade and welded another one 2 inches down and just put, and scraped off and put 2 inches of binder. And really that won't hold up those heavy trucks. So I got with the primary company, the safety director with Avagen, and showed him that even though it's 3 miles longer, staying on 99 and 207, that it's actually safer. They're only, with the speed limit changes, it only adds 2 minutes, and actually it's less than that because of the, they're having to go, with a heavily loaded truck, they get down to 15 miles an hour going up those hills of Persimmon Tree Road. So it's actually not that much time-wise. So he agreed, and he said it's safer. The driver that I followed even admitted that's a dangerous road for those type of trucks. So we're going to put a load limit, a 20-ton load limit on that road, and hopefully when we get it done and we surface it, those areas where we did not grind up that are not showing base failures now, they certainly would have had those trucks keep going down that road. So hopefully that will get that road in shape and increase the longevity of that road. So I make a motion that we approve a 20-ton weight limit on that road.
Have a motion to approve the 20-ton weight limit on Persimmon Tree Road in District 4, except for local deliveries. So I hear a second.
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Black. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Harrison,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Hill,
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Other business, I'll ask for a motion to approve quote from Tommy Toon Jr. to provide CPR/AED training at $35 per person and $20 per book. Do I hear a motion to approve such quote?
I'll make the motion.
A motion by Mr. Black. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Hill. Any discussion?
As we discussed in the work session, each person will not have to purchase, or we won't have to purchase a book for each person. It'll be what they call a classroom set, and then they'll just share the books as we train them. This is the way that the Sheriff's Department does it. We had looked at going into a contract with Calhoun Community College where we were going to train people that then would actually do the training, and it just it was a little bit too expensive for the first 2 years. It would have probably paid off somewhere down the road, but right now we just didn't have that kind of money to put forward. So,
So no more discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Motion carries unanimously. Next item, approve the following change orders. Phase 3 of the courthouse renovation, amount of $31,863.58. Kelly went over these extensively during the work session, and Kelly's, is this gonna be his first grandbaby?
Yes.
He's at the hospital. His daughter or son?
Daughter.
Is
Having a grandson.
having a grandson this morning, so he's there. One thing to note is, even though the change orders is the legal stuff, a lot of this stuff was budgeted. And then you do it through change orders, what makes it sound like it's not additional. A lot of this was budgeted. For example, the, what's the one on the dome? You know, it was $15,000, so this actually coming in under budget. But you still have to do it in the form of a change order because apply it to the deal. But be that as it may. I'll ask for a motion to approve the following change orders as presented to the commission.
So moved.
I have a motion by Mr. Hill. Do I hear a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Harrison. Any discussion? If there's no discussion, I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Let the train get by. Next item is to approve to set a memorial for the 1983 Beirut barracks bombings and a memorial for the Iraqi war on the courthouse lawn besides the Vietnam Memorial. Ben, I think I told you Saturday morning that deal. It's just one for that. And, Mr. Ferguson went over in length how they were going to do that. I hear a motion to approve set these memorials.
I make the motion.
I have a motion by Mr. Black.
Second.
There's a second by Mr. Turner. Any discussion? There's no discussion. I'll call for the vote.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Turner.
Aye.
Commissioner Hill.
Aye.
Commissioner Harrison.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. There are no scheduled public hearings. This time we'll move to report of the officers. Commissioner Hill.
Yes, sir. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. You know, I think that we need to give credit to our soldiers that have fought for our independence many years, and just thank them for it. And also congratulate these youth here and what they've accomplished. I know we gave you a certificate, but it's good to have people that wants to do that, and we thank you for it.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Turner.
Yeah, even though we didn't talk about any economic development today, one reason we are able to talk about economic development as much as we do is because of kids like you and the Career Tech Center and what's going on out there. So big congratulations to you guys, and hope you can do even better next year. And for the ones that's graduating, good luck when you get to college. We're mowing in the district, which makes me want to remind everybody to please don't place your yard debris in the ditches. That causes us extra time having to clean it up. If the bush hogs hit it, sometimes it's stuff that will tear them up or sling out from under them into passing vehicles. And that's all I have right now.
Thank you, sir. You got anything?
Congratulations to the students. I know what type of effort that y'all have to put into it. I know that on top of all your other extracurricular activities and all your other coursework and everything, this is added stuff to it. So I appreciate your effort. Thanks to the teachers too, because I know that this is also something that it's extra labor for you. So thanks for helping the students. Shaw Road, we have a dip on Shaw Road where we have just replaced the bridge that had washed out from December the 25th. This is due that we pretty much knew this was going to happen because we have to have a certain period of time. I'm not an engineer, but there's a certain period of time where you have to let it settle in, and it had to be open within 90 days for us to receive the funding. Now we will come back after the settling, and somewhere in the near future we will fix that dip. It is so funny how many people won't look at the road and be excited about having new bridge there. They just want to tell you how bad the dip is. So we're going to fix the dip, and then everybody will be happy. After that, Decatur, those of you that don't know what was going on, we have Airport Road that is just south of Calhoun, very bad shape.
the city of Decatur will be voting on July the 18th to turn the maintenance over to us. It's in very bad shape, and this is a lot of commerce going down that road. As many as 65 to 70 trucks a day for construction from Rogers Group, from Allied Sand, from Reed, from so many different ones, and we're going to repair that road, so thanks.
Thank you, sir. Commissioner Harrison?
I too want to congratulate the robotics team and thank you for the instructor and all the hard work that y'all have done. I'm sure that y'all going to look back in the coming years on your accomplishment and cherish that. We are beginning work on Gaston Holland Road and Little Kaufman in preparation to resurface that road. And there's 2 areas of Gaston Hollow that we're going to use cement stabilization methods to stabilize the base on that road before we go ahead and resurface that. And that's all I have.
Thank you, sir. I want to thank the coaches, Casey, Monica, and I know y'all do too, because you know that y'all's accomplishments were fantastic, but you know, teachers and coaches stuff don't get enough credit sometimes because they take time away from their family and times away, because I know Jason here, Commissioner Black's an old coach, and you take time away from your family and stuff like that to be able to give the kids and our youth more opportunity to compete in this type of stuff, whether it's athletics, whether it's robotics, what it is, and we really appreciate Casey, Monica, thanks a lot for what y'all do. Y'all kids never surprise me. Your accomplishments, it's just, y'all so much far advanced to what we were when we come along. It's just amazing, and we know the
Lost in Space is the only robot.
I know, really. Will Robertson.
Will Robinson's, yeah.
And what y'all do and what Dr. Sisk and Board of Education has managed to do at the Tech Center. And if you haven't went out there and looked at it, go look. And what the kids are doing, the instructors out there doing is second to none. Just like Commissioner Turner said, it is, you know, one of the neat things is, and I've actually got the GE Aviation. I've got to get with Dr. Sisk and Michelle for the new video that they produced out there. They want a copy of it because that one of the things that we had the groundbreaking. They said that what the Tech Center and Limestone County Schools has got going with Calhoun to be able to train kids to get them to work ready, to be able to go ahead and work in advanced manufacturing is amazing. And we don't, you know, that's one thing we don't have to compete with, because nobody compete with us. We're setting the trend. We are the trendsetters in that through Dr. Sisk's leadership and our instructors and our fantastic kids. So congratulations. Thank y'all for coming. It was fun having y'all here today, you know, and come back anytime. We'd love to hear it. And anytime, Monica, y'all got anything going on, we'd love to hear it and recognize you. And with that, we will recess until 10 a.m. Wednesday, July 13th, 2016 at the Washington Street Courthouse Annex.